Good morning. This is Reidland Tucker here with TheBodyMountain.com. Reidland's journey to Europa 2014. Journey to the peak of physique. You'll see my progress to Europa 2014 and that whole transformation and all the workouts and diet and everything. And then though, in May, that's really when the journey up the mountain, Body Mountain, begins. I just got a text. It is February 15th, day after Valentine's Day. Had a wonderful time actually yesterday on a date with this amazing girl. No, just kidding. I don't have time for that right now in my life. Ooh, need more sleep. Basically 11 weeks out from Europa 2014, and I have to say that I'm dropping my carbs, like for real, dropping my carbs. I can't tell you how much better I feel. I met with Henrik and he helped me out with my diet, and he gave me like a great diagram of how to break it down. And then I also talked to Jason while I was at Destination, because he does physique and he's actually diabetic, and so he has to keep his carbs lower. But he talked about, you know, a lot of the benefits of a low carb diet. There's actually a lot of things you can get away with. This is actually smooth East Wind almond butter. Whenever you get more energy from fats, so about 80 grams of fat, as opposed to typically someone might get like, you know, 40 to 60, you know, grams of fat in a day. But just keeping the carbs around 150, you know, during regular life, and then dropping down to about 50, you know, for a show. So I'll probably be between 30 and 50 when I get down to show time. It's interesting, a lot of people I know love like the pump with carbs, you know, that you get. For me, I feel like I get a much better pump having just, you know, a little bit of carbs. With more vascularity. I mean, because for me, just my body, just trying to process all of that food all the time, it ends up clogging your arteries and your veins. You have no vascularity during the workout. You just feel sluggish and slow. And what was fuel ends up just slowing you down. And you saw that in some of the videos, workouts early on when I was trying to up my carbs, because that's what you're supposed to do, you know. And that's typically what a bodybuilder would do, you know, would say, and how you will feel bloated and you're just eating, and then you start to taper it off as you go down, which is great advice. I just don't even need to, I don't feel like I really need to go above, definitely no more than 200 in a day. And just trying to get around the workouts, having like 3 bigger meals throughout the day. This is what I'm going to be doing for a little bit, and try this out. 3 bigger meals during the day, and then shakes in between, and just like a big post-workout shake and big post-workout meal. And this, yes, is my post-workout meal. That is a flank, and then just drinking, you know, protein shakes throughout the day, and BCAAs, because that way it's a lot more absorbable. It's not as hard on my digestion, and I can actually get my calories. I can get my intake that I need, but it's not really going to affect me. This is my first whole food meal of the day. Whew, I'm having an omelet. This is 5 egg whites, 2 whole eggs, about a cup to 2 cups of spinach, and this is 4 sun-dried tomatoes. Good stuff. Honestly, it's after like 2 days of dropping the carbs, how much leaner I feel. It's my abs really coming out. I haven't been really worried about fat loss, but now I'm starting to incorporate a little bit of fat loss training, you know, into the workouts with the type of thing, you know, like double circuits I'm doing, where I'm still doing muscle building, like doing 2 circuits back to back. Close grip bench, 12 to 15 reps, dumbbell bent over rows, 12 to 15 reps, and that is a circuit. So right now, like I said in another video, we're doing 2 circuits, so double circuits, so we're still getting some muscle building in, but also we're starting to incorporate some fat loss into the weight training. Once we get to like 3 circuits, 3 workouts in a circuit, that's when we'll be really more focused on fat loss. That's when you're really getting a lot of cardio in and not quite as much muscle building. So I'm still muscle building, but incorporating a little bit of fat loss as we go, and then it's going to become more and more fat loss. So I have about 5 more weeks, muscle building, and then we're going to do 6 weeks up to the show of fat, mainly strictly fat loss training and metabolic conditioning. So